All right, Attitude. Fairly simple song. Mostly just octave chords. Nothing really much more to that except for like the verse lines. Very simple. It's got like a little modulation or temporary tonalization going on in the bridge, but nothing big, nothing crazy. For the most part, it's just that's like the main rhythm of it. Doom ba doom. So starting at the beginning of it, we got we're starting on the E, but we're doing it on the 5th fret of the 5th string. So we're doing the octave chords. We're doing them everywhere. They are 2 strings away, 2 frets away. So we got 5 on the 5th fret, and we got 7 on the 3rd string. So 5 on the 5th string, 7 on the 3rd string, and we're gonna keep that same pattern. They're gonna be 2 apart, 2 strings apart through most of the whole song. So if I start on 5, it's gonna be 7. If I go up to 7, it's gonna be 9. Is gonna be the higher one. So that's how we're going. So the intro riff: 5, 5, 7, 7, 9, 8, 10, 10, 12, 12, 14, 8, 8, 10, 7, 9, 3, 5. So that's the first intro. That's the rhythm. Does it twice. Hold it out there twice at the end of the intro, and then we go into the main riff. Now that's I'm going on the 4th string. I'm going from 7, 5, 5. And it's staccatos. So we're attacking it, we're lifting up right away. Attacking it, lifting up right away. And I'm using this hand, especially when I'm hitting the A or the 5th fret on the 4th string, and I'm bringing it down just to make sure I got an extra amount of mute besides just lifting up the finger. Because sometimes when you lift the finger just by itself, you can create a harmonic. Hear that? So what we want to do is we make sure it's dead with this hand, but also make sure it's dead with this hand too, by grabbing it. So that's one thing you want to make sure you do. When I do that the first half of the verses, when it goes to the second half, it does basically the same thing, but it just embellishes a little bit more. It goes... So what's going on there before we get to the chorus? I'm doing that 7, 5, 5 on the 4, and then I do a little like chromatic ascending thing from the 5th fret, 6th, 7th fret, and I end on the 5th fret. That's on the 5th string, sorry. And then it ends on the 5th fret on the 4th string. So I only pick it once, and I let the other 2 are hammer-ons or roll-ons or whatever you want to call them. So I do it once, then I do it twice, then I do it once. So that right there, that's 5th fret on the 3rd string, 4th fret on the 3rd string. And I pull it off. I only pick that D or that 5th fret, and I pull it off, and then I pick and land on the 7th fret on the 4th string. once. Then right before the chorus, twice. Then we're in the chorus. The chorus starts on the 4th string and the 2nd string, okay? And what's going on is it's same thing. It's all octaves again. And we got 7th fret and the 9th fret. Then 9, 10, or I'm sorry, 9, 11. Then 10, 12. 12, 14. 9, 11. And then we go to the next string. Next 2 sets of strings. So we're on the 3rd string and the 1st string. And we're doing 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 9. And that's the first, what's it called, of the chorus. First half of the chorus. Then we're at 7, 9, then 5, 7, and then we go to the 5th and the 3rd string, and we're doing 3 and 5. Back up to 12, 14, 9, 11 on the 4th and 2nd string. And then that 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 9 on the 3rd and the 1st string. So that's the chorus. Then it does this little re-intro thing where Terry does the harmonics and then I do harmonics. He goes da da da. I go. Okay, so what's going on there is that I'm hitting the harmonics on the 1st string and the 2nd string on 5. And then I go to the 1st string and hit the harmonic on the 9th. I do that 3 times. And then on the 4th time, I think it's 3 times. And then on the 4th time, or the last time, if I got my numbers wrong, I hit the 1st string twice on the 5th fret. And then I hit that 4th string, or the 2nd string on the 5th fret once. And then I let it ring out while I'm still doing that what's it called? The verse part. So anyways, I go through the same thing as the verse. The 2nd verse, besides letting that part ring out, is identical. So all that's the same. The chorus coming back into the chorus, it's all the same. I believe the 2nd chorus we just go twice, and I do the same thing exactly the 1st time. 1st time's up here, 2nd time goes down, 3rd time's up here, 3rd time goes down. Then we're jumping into the bridge, which the bridge is exactly like the intro. This is how we're going into it. Say this is the 4th time of the 2nd chorus. Now we're back at the 5, 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 8, 10, 8, 9, 11, 9. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Not 9. 10, 12, 10, 12, 14, 10, 12, 10, 12, 14, 10, 12, 14, 12, 8, 10, 8, 7, 7, 9, 7, 3, 5, 3. So that's exactly what we did on the intro, but we're playing it through. On this side, we heard alarms. And the reason why I'm playing it up here as opposed to like is because of the tonality of the instrument, the way that I want the notes to sound. When I'm going up this scale, or when I'm going up the fretboard and I'm playing everything on the 5th and the 3rd string, it sounds more similar. It sounds similar to each note. It has the same tonality. So they have have like the even amount of like warmth, depth, everything. Now when you're doing like this, you can already hear that the E is kind of warm sound. It's slightly sharper than this one, obviously, but it's a little sharper. And this E on the D string is a lot sharper. Sometimes it even rings out, like it's very bright. It's a little sizzly. And then that, you know, the A's always sound good open, but it's just, it's a little, for me, it's a little too much variety in tone. I'm trying to get it to where the tone sounds extremely similar in every single note as possible. So it's not the fact that it's about tone, not about comfort at that moment. Your comfort comes with what you're playing, or how you're playing it. Not like as it's easier or more conservative to do that. Yes, it's true, it is, but that's not what we're going for. We're going for what's the right sound, and that's why I do that. So getting back to that bridge riff, so we're at this doing the same thing as what we are at the intro, but the third time we change it up, right? So when we go down there, we do like a little. It doesn't modulate at this point, but it starts on the 7, 7, 9, 8, 10, 11 or 10, 12, 12, 14. This is where it changes. So we're at 14, 16, 14, 16, then down to 9, 11, down to 7, 9, down to 2 and 4. So it sounds like this. I'll do the second rotation and then the third rotation. Then we're back to what it did before. Sorry, alarms. We hang out there for a little bit on the 3rd and the 5th fret, on the 5th, and because we only played on the 5th and 3rd. Play there, and then we're back into that. Actually, I think the 3rd time I do. Fourth time. Same thing as the chorus. The chorus is identical, except for the second time around, right here, I go up again. I save that going to the low notes for the 4th time, because I just want to, like, you know, set it up a little more. I don't want to give that away so soon, because we're playing this riff for quite some time, and this is when I go back down into it. It just seems like it made more impact. It made more sense if I played it that way. Kind of like it was like it was a little more emotional if I do that. And every time I play it live, I feel it. I really feel like it's more emotional. I really go like, man, when it gets down to that when it gets down to that D, when it gets down to that D, you know, what's going from B, A to D, it, to me, like when I'm playing it, performing it live, I'm going, oh my God, that feels so good. It's just so perfect. Like that's the kind of feeling I got from it, and that's why I recorded it the way I did, because that's how it felt to me. It felt to me like it was the right thing to do. That's the only thing behind it. It's not like I forgot to do it. It was done on purpose. It was all about feel and all about what the song was telling me what to do. So anyways, so we get to that part. Now we're at the second half of that chorus. All I do is just kind of complicate the rhythm a little more. Live, I do a little variation. I go. just to kind of like just add a little more funk into it. It's not that crazy. It's I mean, you won't hear it on a recording unless you watch a live version of it. But I go 5 or 3 to 5, 3 to 5 the octaves from the 5th string to the 5th string to the 3rd string, and I do like a little ghost note, and then 3 to 5, and then I do on the 4th string, do like ghost notes in between them. It's on the upbeats, so it's like 8th notes, but I'm muting the first 8th note, hitting the second 8th note. And that's how we're going to end it. We're just going to go back into that riff again from the B to the A, and then I do the harmonic exactly how I did it before. 5th fret, 1st string, 5th fret, 2nd string, 9th fret on the 1st string. Now try to let it ring out until you hit that 9th fret. I usually come back and I mute that one as I hit the 9th fret. I'm coming down and I'm stopping right on that string, and that's causing that harmonic to mute. So that's it. Pretty simple song, not too many parts to it, all octave playing. If you're not familiar with octaves yet, get familiar with them. They're not that hard. They're 2 strings away, 2 frets away. No matter everywhere you go, even on a 6th string, if you tune everything standard, which is tunes in fourths, if you tune everything standard, your octaves will always be the same distance from each other. So I'm sure most of you out there that are trying to learn this stuff, or working and learning this stuff, don't have that problem. So anyways, that's it. If you have any questions, Zamora music@gmail.com. Email me. Give me your questions if you have them. If you want to know anything else besides, just how to play, if you just want to ask a simple general question, feel free to do it. I'm usually always on my, I get the email on my phone, I get it on my computers. I'm more than happy to help anybody out with any kind of question or, whatever you need. Other than that, it's been fun. I love attitude. I hope you do too. And I'll see you on the next song.